top 10 things to do in the outdoors in Snohomish County. It's Mike and Rachael Novak from the Novak real estate team. This is the Living in Snohomish County YouTube page, and we just wanted to share with you what are the top 10 things you could do to enjoy the amazing outdoors, the amazing weather we've got in the Northwest, and all the sunshine. Obviously, it's August right now. Great time to get outside and go enjoy that sunshine, that vitamin D. So without further ado, let's jump right into the top 10. The first one that we have for you is the Snohomish Golf Center, located out there in the fields of Snohomish. Really, really cool. We were driving past it today. It was like 9 o'clock at night, and it was absolutely packed. Yeah. I mean, the driving range is full. There was hundreds of cars out there. It looked like it would have been very hard to get a spot, but definitely recommend checking that out. They've got food, they've got beer, just a lot of stuff to do. A really family-friendly experience. Definitely worth checking out, but do probably get there early if it's a nice day. Okay?
Yeah, they expanded their parking lot, but they have a huge, like the nicest putt-putt golf course that you have probably ever seen outdoors. All turf, very beautiful, huge event center. So they have tons of stuff going on all the time. Lots of like fire pit tables by the driving range, cornhole, all sorts of fun things to do out there. So super fun place to hang out outdoors. Number two, one of our favorites, near and dear to our heart. If you go east, right? Keep going east of Lake Stevens, east through Granite Falls and up the Mountain Loop Highway. You are going to an area with the most beautiful hikes up out past Granite Falls. So Mountain Loop Highway, we've got Mount Pilchuck out there. You've got Heather Lake Trail. You've got Lake 22. You also have Green Mountain where you can go up and ride all the way up. And literally the view from the top of Green Mountain, you can see from downtown Seattle all the way over to Mount Baker and everything in between. It's absolutely stunning. So if you are an avid outdoors person or you love a really good physical challenge, Mount Pilchuck hike for sure is for you. Anything up that Mountain Loop Highway outside of Granite Falls is a super fun place to spend a really beautiful Saturday, Sunday morning, or during the week. Obviously, it's gonna be even more quiet.
It took us like 2.5 hours to get to Pilchuck, right?
Yeah, it was about 2.5 hours.
When you were pregnant.
Yeah, I was 27 weeks pregnant the last time we hiked Mount Pilchuck, and it took us about 2.5 hours. We were huffing it.
Yeah, definitely bring some water. At the top, there's a really cool fire outlook. You can climb up the fire tower, and you have this just amazing view of Mount Baker to the north and of Mount Rainier to the south. Very stunning. Definitely our favorite hike in the area.
For sure.
Number 3, the Ropes Course in Everett. This is kind of right at Boeing Payne Field there. High Trek Adventures is the operator of it. We actually did this with our real estate team. It was a lot of fun. Good team building activity. If you're afraid of heights, maybe not going to be your jam.
Or if you'd like to conquer them.
Yeah, you harness up and you have like a pulley thing, and then you go like climb up all these obstacles. And there's these platforms you got to walk across and stuff. Lots of obstacles. I didn't get very far up there when we went, but some of our team just like completely cruised across. And I think there was a zip line at the end, which was pretty fantastic as well. So if this is cool for kids too, like like if you've got like teenager kids, could be a lot of fun. Awesome to do when it's nice out.
Yeah, I think that we went with the intention of pushing people out of their comfort zone, which it certainly does. So if you are absolutely terrified of heights, but you're on a mission to conquer that fear, this is a fantastic place to go. It's very safe. The harnesses they strap you into keep you on the track, but it is definitely pretty daunting. It gets, I want to say like 3 stories high. It gets pretty high.
It's like 40 feet up there.
Yeah, it's pretty high, so it's pretty awesome. All right, number 4, if you love water sports, then you are gonna want to go check out Lake Stevens. Off of Lundin Parkway, there is this cool park, beautiful big playground, but it has this little beach right off of Lundin Park that you can rent a paddleboard and go right into the lake off of. So during the summertime, there's several companies that do, paddleboard yoga, they do paddleboard lessons, super, super fun place to go catch a sunrise, watch the sun come up over the mountains and start filtering up over the lake, but absolutely stunning place to go. A really fun, chill spot. Obviously, the later in the day that you go, the busier it's gonna be. This is a hot spot for families with small kids because it's kind of got a beach going into the lake. But if you love to get that first sunrise, early crisp water in the morning, awesome place to go rent a paddleboard and go check out Lake Stevens right off of Lundin Parkway.
Lake Stevens is probably the most popular lake north of Lake Washington. Lake Washington's obviously got a huge draw to it because it's massive, it's gorgeous, it's huge, got Mount Rainier coming up around it, but Lake Stevens definitely owns Snohomish County for sure.
For sure, yeah,
cool.
Fun place.
The next one, go take a bike ride on Centennial Trail. And I'm gonna be a little bit biased here because Centennial Trail runs throughout a lot of Snohomish County, but I think the coolest part to do is the one down towards Snohomish where it comes into downtown. There's a really fun restaurant down there called Trails Ends Tap House, because the trail literally ends right there. You can just put your bike right there, and they've got like 35 beers on tap, fantastic pizza. They've got a great big deck, really fun place to enjoy the weather, just chill, relax, and rehydrate after that long ride on the trail.
Yep, that's a super, super fun one. Next one, if you really are into views and into happy hour, you're gonna wanna check out Anthony's Home Port down on the Everett waterfront. Phenomenal deck overlooking the boatyard, overlooking Everett in the bay. Really, really good menu, like super solid cocktails, really great appetizers, great environment and ambiance. But the views are spectacular off of this deck. So summertime, get there early. If you're into happy hour, literally get there when happy hour starts between 2 and 3. You're not gonna get seating or you're gonna be waiting quite a long time for a table if you're hoping to get on a patio. But if you love that kind of outdoor environment, want to enjoy a sunset out on a patio, somewhere in Snohomish County, Everett waterfront is for sure the place to be down in Anthony's.
Definitely try the clam chowder, try the crab cakes. And one of my favorite things about Anthony's is they always pick like something that's very seasonal and they incorporate into 3 or 4 different menu items.
Yeah.
So for instance, they'll take strawberries and they'll make like a strawberry cocktail or like a strawberry alcoholic lemonade or like a strawberry dessert. Yeah. So really fresh, very seasonal, lots and lots of fun. The next one up for you is a beach day at Mukilteo Beach. So grab the kids, grab the sand toys, head out to Mukilteo Beach. Really, really beautiful out there. I know you've taken the kids there a few times.
Yep. Yeah, they have a big playground out there. There's tons of parking, so it almost feels like you're kind of on the way to Edmonds, but between Mukilteo and Edmonds, there are just such spectacular beaches all along there. Awesome for dogs too, so if you're a dog person and you want to get out and just let them run, tons of cool sticks and driftwood and stuff coming ashore constantly. But from that beach, you can watch the ferries go back and forth, between the bay and the islands. It's just spectacular views out there. So Mukilteo Beach is a really, really fun place. There's also a little coffee shop down there that you can go get a latte or get an espresso. So really good option if you want to go have and enjoy a beach day.
The next one, go skydiving at Harvey Airfield. So this is also in Snohomish. You can see Snohomish has got a lot of these. It's really cool out there. But this is for those adventure thrill seekers. Definitely not my cup of tea, but if you're into this kind of thing, a bunch of our real estate friends just did this. 25 of them went and jumped out of an airplane all at the same time. Really, really beautiful out there. Definitely the place to do it. Kind of like an old school, very small airport. And they will train you up right there on the spot, and then they will go chuck you out of an airplane, take lots of pictures, have the time of your life. So if you're gonna go skydiving, definitely the place to do it in Snohomish County.
For sure, Skydive Snohomish is the name of it. And you can also, out of Harvey Airfield, they also do hot air balloon rides. So really fun option. Obviously they're incredibly popular for the younger generation who are getting, engaged and wanting to do romantic things, but they do some really fun hot air balloon rides out of there as well. So next one for you. This is going to be, if you really want to explore more of the bay, right, more of the west side of Snohomish County, you're gonna wanna take the Edmonds Ferry over to Kingston and go visit a little town called Langley. Over in Langley, over on Whidbey Island, there are some absolutely hidden gems, pizza places, really small town restaurants, really cool shops to go shopping, and a couple of really big parks that are really well known for kite flying and super fun stuff. So it makes for a really fun day with your friends, with a spouse, with your kids, to go over, be adventurous, take the ferry over to Langley and Kingston, go enjoy a couple of local eateries, go do a little bit of shopping and support local economy, and of course, have some fun. It tends to be a little bit windy over there, so bring a jacket.
Nice. The last one we got for you is to go patio hopping at McMenamins in Bothell. So this is a very unique venue. Like, I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like this. It's kind of hodgepodge and eclectic, but there's like, I don't know, 6, 7, 10 different restaurants that are all like within this same like space and venue, right? Like it's all McMenamins, but they have all these different themes to them, and a lot of them have really cool patios. A lot of them have very good cocktails and drinks. Decent food is how I would describe it, but the experience is just a fun one. They've got some fire pits out there and stuff that you can go sit around, so definitely a lot of fun. You can totally bring the kids on this. It's very family friendly, but it's just a cool environment. There's really nothing like that I've ever seen to the McMenamins of Bothell. Like I've never seen anything quite like it. It's just very unique.
And they also have a little hotel on site, so you can actually make a whole night of it, do a little staycation down there, go food, happy hour, bar hop around these little restaurants, enjoy the kind of a network of patios that are all connected and beautifully landscaped, and then stay the night over there and hit up some breakfast or brunch in the morning. So it's a really fun little staycation if you are wanting to maybe get away from the home, get out a little bit but not have to go too far. it's a great place to go for sure.
Awesome. So that wraps up our list for today. There's your top 10. If you live in Snohomish County, definitely share in the comments below
Yeah.
what your favorites are if we missed them as well.
100%, yeah.